What if the advice you've been following for years, just walk more, isn't quite right anymore? Yes, you read that correctly. For decades, the message has been consistent: stay active by walking daily. And for many, that advice has done a world of good. It's accessible, low impact, and doesn't require any special equipment. But now, a growing number of doctors and researchers are telling a different story, especially for those of us who have crossed into our 70s. They're not saying to stop walking entirely. They're saying it's no longer enough. That's because after 70, your body changes in ways that demand a new kind of attention. Strength, coordination, joint health, mental sharpness, and even the way you breathe, all of it needs a bit more than just steps on a pedometer. If you want to stay vibrant, mobile, and independent, you need to evolve your routine. Let's explore the 5 crucial practices that might just extend your independence, sharpen your mind, and protect you from the risks that walking alone can't prevent. 1. Don't just move, build strength. Why resistance training is the real lifeline. When people hear resistance training, they often think of bodybuilders hoisting heavy barbells in a gym. But that's not what we're talking about here. After 70, maintaining leg strength isn't about lifting heavy weights, it's about preserving function. Why strength matters more than ever. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. Starting in our 30s, we lose up to 5% of muscle mass every decade. After 70, that process accelerates. Walking, while helpful for cardiovascular endurance, doesn't do much to combat this loss. It doesn't engage all the major muscle groups in your legs or give your body the resistance it needs to trigger muscle preservation. Imagine trying to rise from a low chair, climb stairs, or recover from a stumble. These tasks require more than endurance. They require power and control. That's what resistance exercises deliver. Real-life story, George's wake-up call. George, 76, walked 3 miles a day like clockwork. Yet one day, reaching for a book on a low shelf, he fell. He was stunned. He had always believed he was in great shape. But his doctor told him what many seniors are now hearing: walking hadn't kept his strength. He needed targeted leg work to maintain his stability. Actionable strength moves. You don't need a gym. Start small and simple. Chair squats, stand up and sit down slowly 10 times. Seated leg lifts, straighten one leg at a time while seated. Standing heel raises, hold a counter for support and lift your heels. Resistance band exercises, gentle but powerful. Doing these 2 to 3 times a week for just 15 to 20 minutes can reverse the trajectory of muscle loss. Light bulb commentary: this is about empowering your legs to carry you for decades more. Consider this your daily mobility insurance. 2. Train for the unexpected. Balance and coordination aren't automatic. We all take balance for granted, until it fails us. It's often only after a fall that we realize how crucial balance really is. Why walking isn't enough. Walking is a repetitive, linear movement. It doesn't prepare you for real-life challenges, like reaching, turning quickly, or reacting when you trip. Balance requires a dynamic relationship between your brain, joints, and muscles. And just like muscles, balance fades without practice. Helen's story, a split-second slip. Helen, 80, walked every day. But one afternoon, her granddaughter dropped a toy in the kitchen. Helen tried to step over it, but lost her footing and fell. The problem? She hadn't trained her reflexes. She hadn't practiced the kind of movements that help us recover when something unpredictable happens. Simple balance builders. Stand on one leg while brushing your teeth. Heel-to-toe walks across a hallway. Tai Chi or gentle yoga to train dynamic balance. Controlled marching in place to simulate stepping over obstacles. Speech balloon insight: these aren't extra exercises, they're survival skills. Balance work can reduce your risk of a serious fall by over 30%. 3. Love your joints. why low-impact movement is the new gold standard. Let's face it, joints take a beating across a lifetime. Every step you've ever taken has passed through your knees, hips, and ankles. And while walking is often low impact, doing too much, especially on hard surfaces, can cause slow but significant joint degradation. Martin's dilemma: when walking hurts. Martin, 73, loved his 5-mile daily walks. But eventually, his knees protested. His doctor wasn't surprised. Martin had been walking for years, but on concrete, with stiff joints and poor shoes. Over time, it caught up with him. Movement that heals, not harms. Here's the truth: aging joints still need motion, but smarter motion. Try swimming or water aerobics, relieves pressure while strengthening. Cycling on a stationary or recumbent bike, gentle on knees and hips. Stretching routines, focus on hips, quads, and calves to reduce joint stress. Seated mobility work, great on days when you're stiff or sore. Brain expert insight: it's not about walking less, it's about walking smarter. Think padded shoes, soft surfaces, shorter durations, and cross-training with joint-friendly alternatives. 4. Challenge your brain: routine is the enemy of mental vitality. Physical health often takes center stage in senior wellness, but what about mental agility? The brain, like the body, thrives on novelty, stimulation, and effort. Repeating the same daily routine won't do much for cognitive resilience. Barbara's moment of clarity. Barbara, 79, was active, walking, tidying up, and reading the paper. But names escaped her. Conversations blurred. Her doctor asked, "When was the last time you learned something new?" That question changed everything. Brain Gym, daily challenges to keep your mind sharp. Try any of these. Learn something new weekly, a language, hobby, or tech skill. Engage in puzzles or brain games, Sudoku, crosswords, or online brain training. Write by hand, journaling or letter writing stimulates multiple brain regions. Join a book club or discussion group, social plus cognitive interaction. Speech balloon original commentary: the brain loves effort. If it's too easy, it's not helping. Seek out new challenges, even small ones. 5. Breathe like you mean it, posture and deep breathing for heart and energy health. This may be the most underestimated health tip of all. We all breathe, but are we breathing well? Most older adults unknowingly adopt shallow chest breathing and a slouched posture over time. This reduces oxygen intake and forces the heart to work harder, leading to fatigue, lightheadedness, and even anxiety. Leonard's hidden culprit. Leonard, 78, walked daily but often felt tired and dizzy. The problem wasn't his heart, it was his posture. Rounded shoulders and rapid, shallow breathing were starving his system of oxygen. Simple breathing plus posture routine. Morning breathing: lie on your back, hand on your belly, inhale deeply for 5 minutes. Posture check: head tall, shoulders back, chin level. Stretch chest and upper back with doorway stretches or gentle yoga poses. Sit upright, avoid sofa slumping. Wind face reflective insight: breath is life. The deeper you breathe, the more energy and clarity you unlock. No gym required. End arrow final thoughts: aging isn't decline, it's adaptation. There's nothing wrong with walking. In fact, it's still an excellent part of your routine. But it's not the whole picture. After 70, your body craves more than movement. It craves purposeful engagement. Build strength to prevent falls and preserve independence. Train your balance to avoid injury and boost confidence. Protect your joints so you can move without pain. Stimulate your brain to stay sharp and socially connected. Breathe with intention to support energy and heart health. Aging is not a reason to stop, it's a reason to shift. White heavy checkmark. One last insight: you are not who you were at 50 or even 60. And that's a good thing. You've gained wisdom. Now it's time to give your body the tailored support it needs for the next 20, 30, or more beautiful years. Let's keep the conversation going. Speech balloon. What's one thing you'll do differently starting today? Brain. Which area, strength, balance, joints, brain, or breathing, do you most want to focus on? Drop a comment below, share your experience, and don't forget to pass this along to a loved one. Together, we can redefine aging, not as a period of loss, but as a powerful season of transformation.